Good morning. Good morning. Do a quick audio check here just to make sure everything's good. Should be. Seems to be. Let's get some stuff moved around here. Dun, 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 dun. Good morning, 6. Good morning. Trying to get everything set up. Get it all set up. See what we got. ES hanging out there at the 41.14s. All right, let's try to work on this ATM strategy right quick. Set this thing up. See here, 16 custom. All right, seems good enough for now. Seems good enough for now. So ES at 44.14. Got it tested 09 overnight. $43.99 after hours. So it looks like we just put in the high here at about 245. Interesting. Well, let's see what happens here at open. Get some buyers coming in here. We may just participate. Buyers or sellers. Whatever we see. We're above the VWAP on the ES and the NQ right now. I think we might push up. Let's see what happens.
Order filled.
All right, we're going to participate here. That was kind of loud. Second candle came in above the dead man there, so we'll see if this thing pushes or not. I do have a pretty tight stop here, so if we get stopped, that's okay. But just watching the volume here. it trails off over here, if it closes below the dead man, we'll kill it if it doesn't stop us first. Yeah, don't love that. Alright, we're just gonna kill it. Long at 1530. Well, I took a long too, but this volume disappeared. We'll have to wait for it to come back in if it does. Kind of popped in there for a second and then it disappeared. Disappeared. Popped in and went away. Let's make a quick adjustment here while we wait. Well,
Order filled.
all right, we'll try it one more time. Why not? Even though technically the bar hasn't flipped yet, but we'll try it once again. Maybe burn us twice. Hopefully not. We want to see a push here. There we go. Nice little push up there. Target one's filled. Almost back in the green. Should be in the green now, or at least break even. So maybe she can give us some more.
Stop filled.
All right. Stopped out there. Got back most of what we gave away there. Been kind of, you can see the buyers, I mean, kind of stepped in here, but still trying. Still trying there. ES kind of making a new high here. Or at least right there at the double top. Nasdaq still looking pretty good here for a push. ES made a new high. Of course, we got stopped. We got stopped out. $13.30, nice. Can't complain. I'm down 15 bucks. Plus fees. Still going. Buyers still look good here. I hate to just jump back in because this thing could kind of turn down any minute. Ta-da-ba-doo-boo. Little pullback here. Want to kind of see a little deeper of a pullback there. There we go. It's a little deeper. We'd like to see it maybe retest that 36. But I guess if it gets back above the explosion line there, we will take it. Like to see it pull back here though. All right, we'll take it. I mean, not in love with it at this point, but Yeah, there comes the pullback.
Order filled.
Just kill it. Just kill it. Just watching. Guess this thing's probably going to continue moving up. I don't know. Not really pulling back all that much, just kind of hanging out near the highs.
Order filled.
Alright, we got one print above the dead man, so we're going to take it, see what happens, might get punished way up here. I want to see buyers come in strong here. Nope, gonna get stopped. Looks like we're gonna get stopped. If we do, this might be our last attempt at a long here. Gotta push if we're gonna push. Get straight through the highs there. Alright, stopped out there. We did just long right into 50, which is probably not the smartest thing in the world to be doing there. Notice that after I entered the trade. It's probably something you should know before you enter the trade. Just me or volume pretty dead this morning? Reapproaching the 50 again. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. Back at the 50 again. Trying to push through there.
Order filled.
Alright, we'll try it one more time. Why not? We were pretty close to getting filled there, but should have been in this a lot sooner, but because we're right there at the 50, I was trying to wait for us to clear it, but probably going to get punished again here if the buyers don't come back in pretty quick. It's going okay, 6, and you know, probably pressing the button more than I should. But, you know, sometimes you do those things. Let's see if we can get this push into the 58.50 area. Higher would be nicer. I should probably have already killed this trade, to be honest. I was just thinking though, if a red brick doesn't print, it's continued higher. So as long as we don't print a red brick, I'll probably stay in it.
Target filled.
All right. Well, we hit target number 1. Let's see if we can't push through the 60. Get some of this loss back. Keep going. Come on. Stop me out there. Stop me out there. ES up into the 60 or the 44.21. Yeah, I was thinking about looking at a bigger brick, but we're on the 25 brick right now. Still pushing. ES into the 22. Pivot 73. This one has it at 77. 74, I guess. Gonna need a pullback before we can re-enter. So it's like you should have held that long from 30 there. 6. I think I was along around 30 also, somewhere. Right there, 32. 30-point move up. It's just been, yeah. You know, could have stayed in the long here. Long right in there and just put your stop at the bottom. I say that every time and I never do it. It's the reason I have this stuff on here, but I don't even use it like I'm supposed to. You'd still be in the trade. Stop me at 46. You'd be long from 33. Then kind of push up. That little retest is where you get long, and then whoop, just put your stop in and just trail it up. Still pushing here into the 67, 69.50 area. Looks like we made it to. So I just need a pullback here. We need some sort of, you know, we need a couple of red bars to print here. May not get it. Got the pivot at 74 there to be aware of. There we go. There's a couple of red ones. So if it can kind of test the bottom here of the skid mark, or if a reversal bar comes back in, we'll take the long if the reversal comes back in. Kind of like a deeper pullback though. Now kind of pulling back. Testing 50 here. Sellers are coming in heavy. Bouncing off 50 a little bit there. I think this thing may sell back down to that VWAP. Maybe not. Just watching, just watching.
Order submitted.
So basically I'm putting an order in here at the low of this candle. A little risky because we are at the 50, but if we print another red candle, then I would expect us to continue to sell. And that'll tag us in if we print a red candle. Obviously, if the reversal bar comes in and we print a green one, we'll just take this order off. So just seeing what happens. Just waiting to see what happens.
Order canceled.
Looking like we might get the reversal bar. Just holding up here. Got some consolidation going on here. Just waiting to see if some sell volume comes in, if we create a C leg here.
Order filled.
So a little worse of an entry than I would have had if I just left it right there where the bar print was, but that's okay. Want to see the sellers come on in here, push this on down. Come on. I'm going to give this a little. Manually move it there for a second.
Stop filled.
You see, if you buy these flips during London, when it's slower, the flips work a little better when it's slower. So if you get a purple reversal bar, generally works out. I mean, like, it's green-ish color or whatever, teal on the positive candles. So this would have been, you went short at 30, went to 27. That's a loser. Loser. 24. That one's a winner. But that's really before 3 a.m. there. So if we're just looking at 3 a.m., that's the first reversal bar. Winner. Second one, winner. So it could just take these reversal bars. I don't love doing that, but you could. Probably would have worked out better for me this morning. And then the skid mark's kind of telling you to get short here, for the break of the center line right there. 52 really doesn't make sense. 49 make a little more sense. Stop would be at 54 at this point. As long as this held that center line, you would just continue to trail it down. I don't really do that. It works when it's, kind of a trending price action. It works well, but getting some volume come back in here to the upside. Probably get some sort of push back above 50 here. It's kind of been a slow London session. I guess we went from 30, what do we open up at? 28 to 69, so about 30 points. No, that's not, is that 30? 29.69, I guess it's 40. See, what I would usually do is I'd put an order right here at 42. And if a 16th bar printed red, I would take the short, continue short. But as soon as this green candle printed, I wouldn't be in on it. You could take the long here. Maybe we will. Why not? Volume's looking decent. The bar flipped. We'll just put our stop right below the bar again. I'm kind of protect myself on this one. Well, I tried to put my stop in a little higher there, but don't love where it's at. This probably will go, probably will work out, but this actually looks pretty good for a pushback up here. All right. All right, can't lose. Just 2 ticks away from my take profit on the first contract. Just give me those 2 ticks.
Stop filled.
Didn't want to give it to me. Now it goes. It's fine. It's fine. Probably going to get a push back into the high day here. If it's going to turn around, this is kind of the area where it might sell back down, but volume looking pretty good. Probably going to push back through the high day. Take a look at this chart, see what it's hitting on. This is the 2-minute chart. So we got a reversal bar kind of coming in here. Again, right at 50 though. Not in love with it. So what you would do is you'd put your order up here at 61. So if it prints another green candle, it would take us with it. If it prints a red candle, then we cancel this order. It's kind of the idea on these little reversal candles. It's just kind of a play on momentum, really. Because in order for this to kind of come back up and take us, we really got to have volume kind of spike up here anyway. So it's kind of the same idea. What time is it? 53 after 54 almost. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe. It helps the channel. We do go live. I'm not going to say I go live 5 days a week for London anymore because I've not been able to. I just physically can't do it. But 9:30 Eastern for the New York session. We won't miss a New York session unless just something's going on. But yeah, live probably 2 to 3 days a week for the London session, 3 a.m. Eastern. Probably going to be the new norm, 2 to 3 days a week. If you guys see the London session scheduled, then that means that I plan on streaming. And like this morning, it wasn't scheduled because I wasn't sure if I would stream, but we woke up at 2:30 a.m., so figured may as well get up and do it. So again, kind of the idea here is if another green bar prints, this will continue the momentum up and it'll take us with it. It's kind of the idea. We'll see if it works out. Almost tagged in there. You can see, oh, whew. Interesting. Kind of a lightsaber of sell volume coming in there just when that green one was about to print. Tricky. Might take this order off here. I don't know if I like that. Trying to be tricky. So kind of this low volume B legs continuing. Once again, if a red candle prints, we'll take this order off. That would be our sign that the trend's flipped. Or, you know, the bar is reversed. No trend flip there, but you know what I mean. So far, still looks good for a move back to the highs, possibly here. We weren't right there at the 50 on the reversal. We might take a short if a red one printed, but it'd be printing right into the 50, so. And normally I want to make this play somewhere no more than like 11 or 12 bars, right? So we're right there at bar 9. So it's fine. Looks like we might. Just thinking we might get that red candle to print there, but not quite. These are the Nizarenko bars, if you guys aren't familiar with them. 20/5 is the brick size that I'm running. Got about 2 minutes here before 4 a.m., so we may get a little volume influx here at 4 a.m. Who knows which direction that will take us. Who knows? up would be the preference, right? Just take me to 70 quickly. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Just take us to 70. I'd be okay with it. Give us a little profit for getting up. Just a little bit. We're at $60. I think realized, and we were probably at like 30 bucks after fees. I think we were, yeah, something like that. Maybe even less than that. Maybe 25. All right. Let's see what's happening here. Gotta kind of get right there into the 52s for this thing to print red. I got a few seconds here before the top of the hour, so let's just see what happens there. Got my hand on the close button if it prints red, so. All right, top of the hour there. Oh, printing red. I'm going to give it a second.
Order canceled.
And we'll just take it off. So normally I'd probably just take a short here, but since we're at the 50, might not matter so much, but not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Might look for one more entry here. See what we can find. See if something presents itself. So if we get a green reversal bar here, then we will take it. This is kind of what we were looking for a moment ago and just didn't never get it. Never got it. Not too bad, Juker. How you doing this morning? How you doing? Did some more back testing on the mechanical strategy, guys. If you're wondering why I'm not using it this morning, it's because of the back testing. So, in New York, I went all the way back to the beginning of the year, and we're running at a 49% win rate through the entire, so basically from now until the beginning of the year there. 49% win rate, 51% loser. But in London, we were running at a 36% win rate. So yeah, we're not going to be using it for London. No using it for London, but we are going to use it for New York. 49% not bad. On a single contract, not messing with too much yet, but I am considering like adding a second contract, or either instead of doing 1 mini, do 10 micros, take 5 micros off at 1-to-1, And then, because what that does is it reduces your risk, and then let the 5 micros run to 2 to 1. That's what I'm considering. So I think that kind of makes sense. So probably going to be running 10 micros. Like I said, 5 micros will come off at 1 to 1, 10 micros at 2 to 1, and then we will take off at 1.75 to 1. We will move our 5 micros stop to 1 to 1. That's what I've been testing. It came out pretty well, and then obviously can just size up once we get a little bit of cushion. But just running one mini, guys, through August is $44,000. It's not bad. So that's what is that? 8 months, well, almost 9 months out of the year. It's like a little over $40,000 just on one mini. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there were some months and weeks in there where there was a couple of $2,000 losing weeks, but there was also some $6,000 and $7,000, or I'm sorry, $2,000 losing months. But then there was some $6,000 and $7,000 winning months as well. I think the biggest month was like almost $9,000, so it evens out. How's it going, Hunter and a Lot Trader, ES Trader? How you doing this morning? You streaming this morning? What backtesting software do I use? Well, I wish there was one that I use. Yes, Trader. I just do mine manually. So I literally do mine manually. I took my chart all the way back to January the 1st, and I just manually did it one day at a time. Because, like, I'm assuming there's some way we could set it up to do the backtesting, but I don't know. It's not that I don't trust it. It's just if I see it with my own two eyes and, I feel like I trust it then. So, yeah, I manually went back from the beginning of the year and did it just one day at a time. I mean, it took hours. Probably 4 or 5 hours I've spent doing that. So, 7,500 to go on 6 of them. You got these 300K Apex evals. Nice. You like using max contracts. It's like a stab in the chest. Yeah, it's a stab in the chest when it doesn't work. But yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it keeps you out of money. It keeps you out of losers. So, like, I was trying to do it in the London session. So let's see if it would have worked this morning. So all we were looking for, if you guys are unfamiliar, I'm just looking for the first 5-minute fair value gap, right? And then you look for a fixed 2 to 1 risk to reward, and it's just so 3 to 4 a.m. you would do it, and then 10 to 11 a.m. in New York. So what do we got tagged in here? See, we would not have gotten tagged in here. It missed us by a tick. So this would have been no trade this morning. Now, had it tagged us in, let's see, we would have hit our profit. So basically, stop is at 26.75. We're tagged in from 40.50. So basically, you're looking for 30 handles off 40.50. So it would have had to went to 70. So right there at it. So this would have been a very close, nearly a winner, but didn't quite get tagged in there. So that's all it is. You're just looking for the first 15-minute gap, and you take the trade off that. I'm sorry, the first 5-minute gap, not 15. And 10 to 11 a.m., running at about a 49% win rate there. All right, we'll try this long here. See if it works out. It's looking for volume to kind of stay in nice here, push on up. Just looking for 4 handles here, so let's see if we can get it. Volume still looking decent. Alright, stop should come in here to break even in just a moment. There we go. Now we got our trailer going. Second contract. Just going to trail it up. Love the sound of that cash register, guys. Come on, keep going. You got more. Come on. That's okay. So finally got a little profit there this morning. 210 bucks minus the fees, I guess. Like $160. Nothing crazy. Like 160 bucks. If you guys aren't following 100 Lot ES Trader, he does stream London session. I don't know how often, but I have seen him on a few times for the London. So, and he's a verified profitable trader through Apex. I've seen, I don't remember what the amount was, but it was a nice amount. He's taken a couple of payouts, probably near $100,000. Is that right, ES Trader, if you're still here? Somewhere in that area. So he does stream. And he is verified profitable trader there. So give him a follow. Said he's not streaming tonight, but, or this morning. So yeah, I'm hoping that I don't know if you guys watched my recap video, but I am running that mechanical strategy on a funded account. I decided after my back testing over the weekend, I said, you know what? If it's gonna pay, I want it to pay me. So just full send on a funded account there. No, I didn't pass a bunch of them. I'm like I passed 3 Bulenox evals. So 3 Bulenox 50K evals, and I'm working on a couple more now. Oh, this thing's just going now. Oh, there we go. Through the high of day there quickly. So I'm waiting on the Bulenox evals to come through. They, for whatever reason, I mean, you can see these are the 3 I passed. And they sent me the invoice for this 07 account. And they said, so I paid that, and I set that up. It said I would have it in 1 business day. But these other 2s, I submitted both. I submitted all 3 the same day. And so I got to reach out to customer service tomorrow and find out why. So I'm working on these 2 here. This one, the 11 one, was the one I was using for the mechanical one. And I took the first trade was a loser. And then yesterday I took the on the mechanical one was also a loser. So I just we were down to, what do we have, like $600 in drawdown. So I just took a full send trade on that one, and it didn't happen. As you do. But yeah, so working on these 2 here now. So maybe I can get those done by the end of the week. We'll see. This one I'm up 500 bucks on. I did this one in London a couple of nights ago. I haven't traded it since. I don't really know why. It's kind of I'll try to get one above the other and then kind of switch. So if I get this one over 500, I'll switch back to this one, and then try to get this one over 1,000. Then I'll switch back to this one. So yeah, you can see I got that code. Well, I don't know if that's the code that you had or not. I can't remember. I know you said it wasn't your code, but I found a code and I plastered it up over there for 90% off. So if you guys are looking for some evals, 90% off on Bulenox. So we kind of approached that pivot there, pushed above it slightly, kind of pulling back a little bit here now. Also got 50% off on Apex, but it doesn't really make too much sense to spend the money on those. I'm sure they're going to have some sort of Labor Day sale, probably 80 or 90% off here soon. So what is that, the first week in September, so only a week or two away. So I got a nice little A-leg up here, a little pullback. I'd like to, I mean, we could participate here. See, oddly enough, we got a pivot point at 77 on this chart and 74 over here. So I generally trust this one. I'm assuming because I'm using different, you know, because I'm using Enzarenko, maybe that's why. I don't really know. You'd think they would be in the same spot. That's right. Best deal in town. No doubt about it. 90% off. I like trading the I like trading on Ninja. What are you using? Do you use Ninja? ES Trader. I think you do use Ninja, right? And also, do you know, I think I tried to ask you this the other night. I don't know if you saw it, but I was trying to find out, you may have, I had you muted, so I don't know if you responded in voice, but what trade copier, do you know of any trade copier that trades across brokers, like, for example, Apex, Bulenox, Topstep on a Rhythmic account? Do you know of any trade copiers? I'm not sure if Replicanto trades across multiple brokers or not at the same time. Because I would like to just set all my Rhythmic accounts up on a copier and trade them all together, but I don't know. You don't find a whole lot online about it, like when you try to research that.
Order filled.
Kind of got one print above the dead man here, so I'm going to take a little short scalp here. I'm going to move my stop already. Don't want to give anything back, so see if we just get a quick push through this 83 area. Come on. You were so close.
Stop filled.
That's all right. I don't really love buying, you know, kind of high up there. Let's see. You can use Quantower. You can connect all Rhythmics on there. Yeah, that's the thing. I use Quantower for my Rhythmic, but for my Rhythmic on Topstep, and I'm not even sure if it's possible. But can you use? I don't know. I need to mess around with it a little more, I guess. I'm not super familiar with Quantower. You will connect your Bulenox, Lilu, and take profit in Elite Trader funding. Yeah. I don't know. I like the trailing. I like how I got this trailer set up on Apex. You know, I don't set a profit target on the second one, and it just kind of trails. I don't know if I can do that on... I know you can do a trailing stop. You can keep it a certain amount of ticks away, but I'm talking about where it doesn't move to break even until, you know what I'm saying, until it doesn't use. I don't know if you can set that up like that Quan Tower or not. I'm assuming you probably can. Yeah, yeah, I saw that $25 for the advanced feature. That's still not bad. Not bad, not bad at all. And I did see a video someone was able to connect their Topstep to all those Rhythmic accounts too. So I like this trailing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you can do this type setup on there. I mean, it's not a huge deal. Could just set a profit target. And I'm not even sure the trailing is really even more profitable, to be honest. Might just be, I just kind of like it, but it may not even be more profitable. But yeah, I do like Quan Tower. I've used it. I've been using it for the my other Topstep eval, which I haven't even traded that this week. That's the thing when you're running, as you probably know, when you're running all these evals and you got them on different platforms. You know, you got Ninja, I got Trade of 8. So I got my Topstep on Trade of 8. So like that's this one. And then also got Apex on Trade of 8, which I can trade that on Ninja also. So you're thinking of going, just going to focus on Market Open and giving up on London. That's the thing. Like sometimes London has good moves. Sometimes it's kind of dead, like today. I mean, it's not been horrible. I guess we went from 30 to 83, which was a 53-point move, but it's not a huge move by any means. So it's a lot to keep track of. Yeah, you're not lying. I like to stream in London because I feel like there's not too many people streaming in London. So it's kind of an easy way to pick up some followers. At least that's the reason why I started streaming London. And not to mention I was doing pretty decent. I do okay. And I don't really have too many red London sessions. Occasionally we'll have one, but pretty easy to read, I feel like, most mornings. But I definitely like the New York session a little better there, just because more volatility, more volume. Do you have you ever tried any mechanical strategies at all there, ES? Where you just kind of take the which this is one thing I do want to mention about me trying this mechanical strategy. So while I don't want, there's not supposed to be any discretion in a mechanical strategy, right? I'm not going to do it 100% that way because, for example, this morning's trade, we lost $670. But I knew as soon as the ES got above a certain level, as soon as the ES broke above 11 and it hit 12, we were down about 350 at that point. I knew it was going to hit our stop. I mean, I absolutely knew it. So my discretion is going to be, if that happens, if it gets above a certain level and I know it's going to take out the stop, I'm going to kill the trade. So, we will kill the trade at that point. I know you're not supposed to use discretionary on those mechanical trades, but I will kill it. That's what I'm going to do anyway, guys. I just think like, if you're using some sort of, I know there's supposed to be zero confluence there with the mechanical trades, but you just knew if the ES got above 11 this morning, which was resistance, that it was just going to go. Now that may burn me some days. That may kind of skew it a little bit some days, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it works out. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe. If you feel like chatting, drop some words in the chat box. Keep us awake. So So we're kind of getting some sell volume coming in here. Push back below that pivot there for a moment. Just trying to get back above it now. Maybe a little pullback just before it, as if I miss one of those big winners, then you'll probably screw your whole week, month up. Yeah, that's the thing. So I agree with that, Juker. I really do. That's why I didn't touch it this morning, because I was like, nope, these are the rules. But I don't know. We'll kind of see how that plays out. We'll see how it plays out there and, go from there. But, because here's the thing. One of the things I did notice, Juker, just kind of with what you're saying there, the larger stop losses are also the larger profits, right? So if you've got a 50-point stop, that's a 100-point target. So that's one of the things I got to keep in mind also. So the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward, right? Still 2-to-1 as far as risk to reward goes. But if you got a 50-point stop, that's where it needs to be. Then you got a 100-point target. So that's a $2,000 trade. So let's see. I even put orders overnight. Oh, nice. Do any of you take partials? Partials. So on that mechanical strategy 6, I'll be taking partials at. So I think 1.75 to 1 will move our stop to 1-to-1 risk to reward at that point. So we'll move it to 1-to-1, and then we'll either get stopped out for 1 or we'll get 2. So I don't know. I guess I'll probably just stick to the plan for now and see how it goes. See how it goes there. But I do think the idea of trading 10 micros instead of 1 mini makes sense. All right, so kind of watching here. This thing, let's see, I'm thinking this thing's going to just continue higher, but I don't know if I want to press the button one more time here or not. Generally, I would put a sell order here, and if it continued lower, it would just take me with it. I mean, that's the thing. It's proven. Oh, so here's kind of the kick, right? So it's proven to be profitable, but on the funded account, we only got what, $2,500 in drawdown. We lost $670 today. So if we switch to 10 micros, and I think that's probably going to be the play, kind of reducing the risk there, keeping the same risk overall, but if you take one off at 1-to-1, then it becomes a free trade. So let's see what happens here. See if we can continue lower or if this thing just pushes up. Yeah, in the back testing, I did notate whether we got stopped out for 1-to-1 or if it was an end-of-day stop out, that sort of thing. What I didn't put was on some of the winners whether or not we would have triggered the 1.75 to 1 stop. I probably should have done that. I could go back and look at those individually because I did write down these. I notated every date, so I could just go back and look at it and see. Yeah, I like the back testing. I mean, that's the only way you're going to figure it out, right? You back test, you see if it works, and then you go from there. I mean, we're not expecting a high win rate, 49%. So you're going to lose half. You're going to lose a little more than you're going to win, but All right, sell volume coming in here. Let's see if this takes us away. See if it tags us in and takes us to, I don't know, what is it going to be, 67? Seems reasonable. Just watching here to see what happens. All right, sellers trying to come in here. Let's see if they can't push this on down. Just want to see a nice little spike up here. Take us away. Spike up in volume, not in price. Yes, you got to be specific, right? What you're looking for, what you're asking for. Although we're not in the trade, so if it spikes up, who cares? Sell volume trying to come back in here, trying to create this little C leg. See if we get this little shallow ABC. All right, we're in. Just take us right to the target. I won't be mad at you. Right to the target. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Let's go. Push it down. Yeah, London wasn't so bad tonight. It's a little slow, but overall, not bad. Come on. Where is my sellers? Come on. So funny because I used to never say anything when I was in a trade. I would just watch it. Now I'm like trying to wheel it to go to where I want it to go. So if the volume closes below the dead man, we will just kill the trade. So just holding up there at the 70. All right, we're killing it. Blowing at the candles works. I've tried that before. You love to see a spike 1 minute candle followed by a red, which gives you a signal right at 3 a.m. Is that what happened? Let me look. I remember at 3 a.m. we did have a little punch. Yeah, we did a little punch up, didn't we? Punch up, pull back. Yeah, I was long right there, but I got out of it. You dirty thing. What's this thing gonna do? Let's see. I took a loss, I think, right there. I covered for a loss, I think, on that pullback. I jumped in on that first candle, covered for a loss, and then jumped back in. I took that entry 3 or 4 times, I think, on that move up there. So this really didn't give us a proper C leg here. I mean, I could have just put my stop up here at 78 and just held it, but Who knows? I don't want to give anything back. You love to buy the pullback. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Are you trading the NQ ES trader? Are you trading the ES at in London? Oh, I already have the. I don't even know why I'm trying to look at that. Just looking at the ES. Yeah, kind of had a wick there. Let me look at the 1 minute. So yeah, very similar there on the ES. Pushed up, pulled back, and then bounced out of there. Actually, a nice. If you took that entry on the ES just for the break of the high there, 415 to 422, pretty solid move. Then it pulled right back into that 415 again and went to 425. It's always interesting to see it, like, you know, when you look back. That's a pretty clear entry on the ES there, but obviously in hindsight it's kind of easier to see, right? You know what happened there. Where does this thing even go? I can't pull it. Where did that thing go? I can't get a hold of it. It's letting me touch the chart. Okay, there we go. I got it now. So yeah, if you were just looking, I watched the ES price, but not beyond that. But this pullback here, I mean, you traded right back into that, you know, breaker block for you ICT guys. That breaker bounced right out of there. I trade the ICT too sometimes. Not mainly, but occasionally. You do 10 tick with a 5 tick stop. Ran a good 6 points, yeah. Like to leave a runner. Yeah, I probably should adjust my stop. It's probably a little wide for what I'm doing, but this thing is just dead. It is not moving. It is not moving. Kind of forming a little idiot box here. I mean, whew. Seller's trying to come in now.
Order filled.
Not much. Yeah, may get punished here. We had one print above, so I was like, all right, I'll take it. Second one print above. And Don't love it at this point. Well, tried to come in, and then the buyers just came in and said, nah, not happening. Yeah, that little that pullback entry, like I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. I probably on that big pullback that we had there on the ES, I don't think I wasn't even paying attention. I wouldn't have taken that. But I mean, it's always easy to see it in hindsight, right? Real time's a little different. Well, we just gave all our profits back. That was probably a little aggressive. A little bit. Well, we're getting some volume spikes to the upside here, but I don't really see price moving all that much. Well, he's trying to fool me again here. You can zoom out, you really can see how low the volume is. Man, if this thing gets me again. All right. You got me again. Let's go. This time we are putting our stop up there, and I'm just going to let it go. Seller's looking better so far. Price still isn't really moving. It would have gave a failed short signal Monday night. Yeah. See if we can get this short going. Just looking for 62.75. Give us 62. That's all we need. We're going to do the good thing and move our stop.
Stop build.
It's not the good thing. But that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I don't know. I have a hard time playing these flips. Like, obviously, if you just take the short here and you just hold it until a green bar prints or a reversal bar, right? You'd still be in the short. So you would have got in the short here, 73.50. Would have got 10 points so far. You can just hold it. Because even if a green reversal bar prints, you know, you're looking at 63, it would print there at 69, 68.50. As long as one didn't print, you should just hold it. So we know what we should do, but we don't do it sometimes. Well, most of the time. Most of the time we don't do it. If you guys are new here, we do stream 5 days a week for the New York, 9:30 a.m. And it's going to probably be 2 to 3 days a week for London until I kind of get back in the groove of things. I've been kind of sick lately. I don't know if you guys know that. Some of you guys do. So just not been feeling that great. It may not appear like I am, but like I've been kind of lightheaded. Got some stuff going on, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Try to get it better. So once I'm fully back to full strength there, then we will try to do the Londons 5 days a week, maybe again then. But for now, it'll just be 2 to 3 days a week. But that is going to do it for me this morning. I need to get to bed so we can be awake for the New York session. So if you guys haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and we will see you live for the New York session at 9:30 a.m. Appreciate you guys watching.